Attention passionate Cleveland Browns fans, an important update just arrived straight from the AFC North, and it could completely change the course of the season. Something big is happening, and it could have a direct effect on the Browns' path toward another potential Super Bowl run. We're talking about a shift in the balance of power within the division that could make one of our biggest rivals stumble hard for years to come. But before we dive in, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to make this passion even stronger. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share this with your friends. Now, the news. Now, folks, I don't have to tell you that the Cleveland Browns are going through a tough moment right now. The last game in London against the Minnesota Vikings was another disappointment. Another rough situation that left fans frustrated and questioning pretty much everything. And when I say frustrated, I mean there's a growing chorus of fans wondering if it's time for a change in leadership. If Kevin Stefanski is still the right guy to lead this team. Joe Flacco, the veteran who symbolized stability and experience in the locker room, was traded to the Cincinnati Bengals. And now, a new chapter begins in Cleveland, with Shedeur Sanders truly gaining ground on the roster. And the first reaction is inevitable. What does this trade really mean? Was it just a behind-the-scenes move to clear space and gain draft capital, or a clear signal that the Cleveland Browns are ready to speed up the process and bet on their new generation of quarterbacks? Flacco, even though he wasn't the starter, was an essential figure in the group. He represented the experienced eye, the locker room mentor, the guy who's seen it all in the NFL, and with his calm, cerebral style, helped prepare the young quarterbacks, especially Shedeur Sanders. And that's exactly where the impact of this trade becomes even more interesting. Without Flacco, Sanders loses a mentor but gains something even more valuable, a real opportunity to climb the team's depth chart. Sources close to the team report that the decision was made with the long term in mind. The Browns believe Shedeur is developing quickly, and with Flacco's departure, the natural space is his. There's no more safety net, no veteran to take over if things go wrong. Now is the moment when the rookie has to show whether he truly has that leadership DNA people said he had since college. And what's most curious about all this is the context. This trade doesn't happen in a vacuum. It happens within an extremely competitive AFC North. Sending Flacco specifically to the rival Bengals is, at the very least, provocative. It's the kind of decision that shows confidence. It's as if the front office is saying, go ahead and take the veteran. The future is right here with us. But is that confidence real, or just disguised optimism? Browns fans know it well. This team has lived through ups and downs, through promises cut short by injuries, heavy contracts, and tough decisions. Betting on Sanders now is a bold move. He's got the talent, no doubt, accuracy, composure, and charisma on the field. But the NFL environment is brutal. One mistake can cost an entire season. And what does Shedeur himself say about it? In a recent interview, he was diplomatic, but he let slip something that could be taken as a spark of ambition. He thanked Flacco for the time they shared, talked about how much he learned by observing the veteran, but also hinted that he's ready to take on the role destiny is putting in front of him. It was the kind of statement that sounds humble, but full of confidence. Now, the big question is, does the Cleveland Browns organization trust Sanders enough to speed up this transition? Everything points to yes, and more than that, the move seems to be part of a larger strategy. By letting go of Flacco, the team doesn't just gain a draft pick, it gains flexibility. Financial flexibility, schematic flexibility, and, most importantly, narrative flexibility. It's a clear message to the roster and the fans. The future is here, and his name is Shedeur Sanders. It's still too early to say if this decision will bring immediate results. The more experienced fan knows the Browns' story is full of unexpected twists. But maybe, just maybe, this is the turning point many were waiting for. A quiet but symbolic transition in which the team finally begins to leave the past behind and embrace a new era. What can't be denied is the sense of anticipation hanging over Cleveland. With every practice, every snap, every look exchanged between Sanders and the coaches, the feeling grows that something big is about to happen. And if this kid truly lives up to the expectations, well then we might be witnessing a future that could redefine not just the franchise, but the entire AFC North. So hold on to your emotions, Browns fans, because the trade of Joe Flacco may not have been just a behind-the-scenes transaction. It might have been the beginning of a new story. A story where the name Shedeur Sanders starts being written in bolder and bolder letters in the Cleveland Browns history book.